Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to our channel. Like, share, and subscribe. So let's go straight to the news. Was Abacha a thief? So why I'm doing this news is in light of a money that France said they will return to Nigeria that they said Abacha stole. That's about 150 million dollar. And by the way, the money France is returning. France is saying they will return it in form of grants. Are you listening? They are not returning the money directly to Nigeria government. Though. They say they are going to return it to in form of Nigeria to grant. But Nigeria will tell them where the project will benefit them. Well, it's good in a way, but for our sovereignty, it's bad. And the reason France is returning the money as grants is because, they don't trust these useless leaders we have in Nigeria. They're the most useless set of human beings on earth. I can tell you that Nigerian leaders are the worst on earth. Don't ask me about other countries. Me, I'm talking on earth. Even in the world, in the universe, if there's anything like a summation of all planetary bodies, both the ones people live in and the ones don't live in, Nigerian leaders are the scum of the earth. If you start hating Nigerian leaders like the way I hate, Nigeria will be a better place, because it's when we have a collective hatred for these people that a revolution will start or will be disgusted by their actions. Anyway, going back to the question, was Abacha a thief? Abacha's security officer, Mufasa, I think he contested for presidency, Hamza Mustafa. He has come out to say that Abacha is not a thief. By the way, over $3.6 billion or more have been recovered from four countries between 1998 and 2020 that Abacha stole. You understand? So imagine a country like that, and Abacha is still returning money, and even in his grave. And some people are coming to rub shit on our face and tell us that Abacha was not a thief, that he gathered all the traditional rulers and people in Nigeria because of the sanctions and decided to hide the money abroad. I don't understand which kind of stupid thinking is that. So if there are sanctions, they are saying so if there are sanctions on your country, you can't develop your country. Is that what these people are saying? I don't, and there are a lot of people that believe them. Some educated northern youths believe that Abacha is not a thief. Sometimes I wonder whether this kind of thought is wired because of religious or ethno sentiments. It's just like some people in Delta State will tell you that Ibori is a good man. As you start wondering, are people there? Some of these people there insane, because Ibori, they said, used to give them contracts. Or some people will say Alamesiya was a good person. Or some people will say, what do they call it? Some of these looters all over Nigeria, some people will say they are good because they benefited one thing directly or not. Of recent, I've been thinking that it looks like a high percentage of Nigerians are mentally deranged. Apart from APC supporters, you will see some people that are well educated, and or maybe is it that they don't read, or their IQ is very low. After this news, I'm going to go and check the IQ of an average Nigerian. You understand? And compare it to what standard. How can you come and tell us that Abacha is not there? Okay, so why was Abacha keeping the money outside Nigeria? Why didn't Abacha invest the money in more schools, more hospitals, more everything? Is that not insanity? Telling me that because of sanctions. So because of sanctions, they are telling you that countries don't move forward. That even if you cannot buy and sell generally like the way you used to buy before, are you telling me that there are some countries that will not do business with you? Even Zimbabwe with sanctions still do business with some countries. And there are other countries that they are placed on sanction and the people are just living their life normally, like Cuba. Over these years, Cuba, how many of the Cuban citizens have you seen? I know that they actually leave Cuba, but how many times have you heard that Cuban citizens are swimming from countries en mass? Cuba was on sanction for many years, and the people were able to do ingenuity, manage their own cars, build their own stuff. In Cuba, they farm their own farm, have achievement of the highest education rates in the world, one of the best medical doctors. And some people will come and be telling me that Abacha was not a thief. carry the money he will use to develop people and keep it in a foreign bring in hidden accounts, and you're telling me he's not a thief? People should stop this stupidity. If you're a human being, you must have the ability to think. He's not a thief, and his wife was saying that no matter how poor she is, she will not be as poor as the Dangote. You can imagine the madness. Now, I was reading the Abacha's wife university in Kano, and they say he's a professor, a journalist from Niger that built the school. Now, the question I want to ask, I think people should investigate that journalist. Who knows if the journalist was a tool that Abacha used to steal the money? And now they named the university after the wife, Miriam Abacha University or thereabout. You understand? So I don't understand this Nigeria. This Nigeria is a country embedded in madness. According to Mufasa, Abacha saved the $9 billion or thereabout. Now the money vanished. You know what is $1 billion? When Nigerians mention $1 billion, it baffles me. Some countries use $1 billion to float a city. They will float it. I don't know whether you mean by whether you understand what I mean by floating. You will just do the major infrastructures and the city will start growing through public-private partnership. That's the floating. Build sewage, do your power lines and everything. Not that the government builds the residential buildings or the industrial complexes, basically. Those ones will be private, but they will float it. But you hear in Nigeria, somebody will steal $20 billion, somebody will steal $50 billion, and some people will steal, hey, and the person will go to occasions, and some people will start clapping for him, jubilating. If I see Obasanjo, I will not stand up, I will not sit down. I'm telling you the truth, I will not clap. And if he asks me why I'm not doing that, I will tell him the reason, because it's part of the people, even though he can pay for it, it's part of the people that destroyed Nigeria. The same thing with Jonathan, the same thing with what was his name of this guy, Obasanjo. You understand? So when people want to come out, all these are Nigerian leaders. I'm starting thinking that the Nigerian people and the populace, many of them are not okay in the head. I think they need to do a study on the mental range of many people for you to come and tell me that Abacha was not a thief. Huh? Just of recent, I started thinking also this slavery issue happening in this black slavery. You know, Nigeria has one of the highest export of slaves in the world that turned to black Americans. Maybe this wickedness of a thing in the average Nigerian, no, it's not today it started. It's something that is inbuilt. It's a culture of wickedness. Anybody that tells me Abacha is not a thief is wicked. That's how I see it. Anyway, what do you make of this madness that goes around? Some mentally deranged set of people will come and tell me Abacha is not a thief. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Abacha is a thief?